Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Chidimma Igbinedion. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the name of my channel has changed. It is no longer Jessie's Corner. It is now Dimma Igbinedion. Yes, I'll probably tell you the reason I changed the name of my channel in a different video, but for today we're going to be doing a story time. I don't know, I can't recollect if I've ever done a story time on this channel, but I know that many people enjoy story times with YouTubers. So basically we just get to tell stories about events or things that happen to us. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. From the caption, from the title of this video, you can already tell that it is very interesting. It's going to be an interesting one. So if this is the kind of content you like, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below, and please turn on personalized notifications so that you can always get alerts when I post new videos. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. I would be nowhere on YouTube without you guys. So yes, thank you so much. Story, I'm basically going to be telling you about a job rejection that I received that made a difference, that it really hurt me so much. As you already know, and I also mentioned in my previous videos, I've always or almost always had a job. So I was unemployed for about a year, from May 2018 to April 2019, so I have a 1-year employment gap. During this period I was learning how to sew, how to make clothes. So I thought I should just get a skill and hold on to something, so that just in case at any point in time I don't have a job, or at least I'll have something like a side hustle, something to do on the side. That was the objective basically of quitting my job, to learn how to sew. So this time around, even when I started the whole sewing thing, at some point it got really boring for me and I really wanted to get a job. Like I really wanted to go back to the normal 8 to 5. I don't know why. I've always liked being in the office environment. I really don't know why, but for now I can't say it's the same. I can't say that I like being in the office environment right now, because I'm enjoying my freedom. Like I am enjoying the freedom. I don't know how else to explain how much I'm enjoying the freedom. But anyways, let me not digress. Basically, I'm supposed to tell you the story about the rejection. So many of my friends knew that I wasn't working at that moment, and many people would send me job adverts and be like, Chidimma, I think you should apply for this one. This one suits your experience, it suits your education and all of that. Just apply for it, it might just work for you. And then there was this particular lady, very sweet lady, and I'm not going to mention her name in this video because just for her privacy, she is a sweetheart. She was a sweetheart, she's still a sweetheart. So she sent me this job application. She just sent me a chat like, Chidimma, do you want to work? Like, I'm actually reading it in her voice. Like, Chidimma, do you want to work? And I was like, yes, I don't mind. She was like, but this job is a VI. Are you going to be able to commute from where you live to Victoria Island? I was like, yes, I don't mind, because I was already going crazy in the shop where I was learning how to sew. So I was like, yes, really, I don't mind. She just said, okay, I have spoken to them and they'll be expecting you. They'll send you a mail. They'll call you to come for an interview by today or tomorrow. She gave me a date and she prepped me like I was her child. When you go there, don't do this, don't do that, ensure you get there on time, dress like this, just like that, your hair must be like, you know, when a mother is prepping a child to go to school or to probably go for a debate or something something that is very significant. That is how she prepped me. She was calling me throughout the day, like throughout the previous day before I went for the interview. When I got to the interview venue, I sent her a message. In fact, I think she called me before I even sent her a message. Like, she was basically doting on me. She just wanted the whole thing to be very successful. So it was like she had already told them that, oh yeah, Chidimma is the perfect person for the job. She has to get this job. She's your go-to girl for this and that. And they called me and I was like, you know, when you're apprehensive, when you're going for an interview, you're like, okay, the way this person has hyped you, don't go for your hand though. That's exactly what was going through my mind. So that was how I carried myself and my envelope, my certificates, documents and stuff. So I had all this with me and I went to the venue. Like, the whole place was so tush, very nice place. Like, it was like in a secluded area, but it was really cool. Like the environment, you just know that, we know that some places that when you enter the office you just feel like you're abroad. That's how we felt in there. So I got in there and the first thing they did was to offer me tea. Like, would you like to take tea? They ushered me into the conference room or a tea room or something like that, where I had tea, because I didn't even have breakfast. You know, when you live on the mainland and you're going to the island, you have to leave very early. So I left early and I didn't have breakfast, and they offered me tea, and trust me, that tea was everything because your girl was hungry, man. After jumping like how many buses, because I mean, I could not drive to the island at that point in time, so all I could do was to either jump buses or take a cab. But when your girl jumped bus, I jumped buses. several buses before I finally got to my destination. So I'm digressing again. Anyways, after the tea, it wasn't long before the hiring manager, the person that was supposed to interview me, came out, asked a couple of questions. Like, he asked questions, even questions I did not expect him to ask. I'm not even going to tell you what he asked. The company is owned by Japanese people. It's a technology company. They produce machines, tools, and so many of all those technical stuff. I've even forgotten the role that they were recruiting for. I think it was a customer success executive or something like that. So I was already, you know, when you get into an office and you already imagine yourself that oh, this will be my new office, like this is where I'll be coming to every day. In fact, that will be my seat. These are the people I'm going to be managing. I had already pictured myself like doing the role already. In my mind, I was already part of them. I was just doing the unnecessary, well, the necessary things, basically. First stage interview, second stage interview. So all in my mind, like, okay, this lady has already spoken to them. These are just formalities, and this job is mine. So girl, just relax your mind. We did the first stage of the interview. I got home. Before I could get home, they already sent me a mail. They already told me what the salary package was going to be like. I think the salary package was about 300 and something thousand naira. And I was like, wow, man, you see the way I was thinking, my mind, by the time I see for like how many months, that's the car I'm going to buy. Like, that was literally, your girl was already dreaming. Like, I already knew the car I was going to buy after saving my salary for like a couple of months. Like, to show you how much I was already in tune with the job that they are not giving me. And I don't know why I had this feeling, because the previous job I had before the interview came, when I went for the first interview for that job, I already started picturing myself on my desk in that company. I was like, okay, this is already my organization. This is where I'm going to be. I'll spend most of my time. I'll be coming here every day. This is going to be like my second home. That was what I told myself. And it came to pass, like, literally. I spent like 2 years there, and it was just like home. So in my mind, it was just like deja vu, like what happened in the first organization. So I was like, yeah, this is already my office environment. I was already trying to familiarize myself with what was going on there. Like, okay, this is my office. And when they now sent me the mail telling me how much I should be expecting for salary, and they were asking if I was okay with it, my mom was like, you're asking whether I'm okay with it? Why would I be okay? Like, I'm more than okay. I was just very happy. Like, I was literally dancing like kiss, 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 jump, jump, jump. I was so happy. And then they called me for the second interview. In my mind, I was like, oh more, this is real. So I went for the second interview, prepared myself, combed my hair was full like Cinderella. I got there, they asked me other questions. I think this time around, it was not just the first hiring manager. He invited someone else. You know how it is where one person interviews you the first time, and the second time he invites like 1 or 2 people, probably the head of the department where you'll be working. So he invited an extra person, and then that person interviewed me too. And of course, I answered to the best of my ability. And of course, I was very happy. I was moving out with my shoulders high, like, yep, I got the job. So yeah, that was it. And then I got home. And you know, when you've gone through a rigorous journey, you know, commuting from the mainland to the island in Lagos is not a joke. Like, when I got home, I had headaches, so I decided to lie down and get some sleep. And then when I woke up, you know how you always check your phone first thing when you wake up to see whether you had any messages or any basically messages or missed calls. I picked up my phone and I saw an email that this one is my offer letter. People of God, ask me what I saw. A rejection. I read the email a second time. I needed to be sure that I wasn't dreaming, I wasn't being pranked, and it wasn't a joke. I read it again. Like, we won't be proceeding with your application. In my mind, I'm like, why? What did I do? Why did you guys have to stress me so much? The reason was like, we had someone more qualified than you. It's like, wow. And first, I wasn't even aware that there were like other people who were also applying for the role. I felt it was just something that you just push someone from somewhere, or basically, you know how they do headhunting in some organization, just pick up someone, interview the person, and know if the person is good for the job. If the person is not good, go to another place and pick up someone. So I thought it was a headhunting kind of thing, not basically like an open recruitment, like where various people get to apply. So I was in shock. Like my heart was beating very fast, my head was spinning. I was like, no, 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 it's not true. Like, what went wrong? What did I do? I did a screenshot of the email that I got from the company, and I sent it to this lady who recommended me to the company. And when she saw it, she was speechless. Like, she couldn't say anything. She was quiet for like 2 days. She didn't get back to me. She didn't say anything to me, and I could understand that she was also in shock. I did not hold it against her, because the same way I was in shock is the way she was in shock. So she was disappointed. It was like they raised our hopes. That's my hope and her hope. They raised our hopes like high up there, and then they just dropped us like phew. So for like 2 days I didn't hear from her. It was like she was trying to wrap her head around it before talking to me. She was trying to find out from them what went wrong. Like, at what point did you guys decide that, okay, we're not going to go ahead with her? Did you already have your own candidates before you said you wanted her? Like, what happened? So after 2 days, she got back to me. She was full of apologies. Chidimma, I'm sorry, this is not what I planned. Like, they already had someone, maybe one of their top managers already had his own person and all, and that was it. Like, first, I was very grateful to her. Like, I was so grateful to her that she even had me in mind. Like, she even remembered me. Like, of all the people she could have recommended for the job, I was the one she recommended for the job. So that says a lot. Like, I was so grateful to her, even though things did not turn out the way we both wanted it to. I was grateful. And then I think in less than 2 months I got a job with another organization, and I sent her a message. I told her that I got a job, and we're both very happy and we're rejoicing and stuff. Anyways, the truth is that in this life you cannot always be accepted for everything you want. There are times where you get rejections, but it doesn't mean that you should just stay down and keep being sad. This one, I was sad. Like, I was not happy that period. You talk to me, I'm like, huh? Why are you talking to me? I was not happy. You know what it means? In my mind, I was going to buy a car. I was going to buy a car with that salary they were going to pay me. But I didn't see the job, not to talk of the salary. So yeah, things like this happen. They happen all the time. That was my experience. And I think of all the rejection emails I've received from organizations I applied to work with, this one by far was the one that hurt me the most. Like, it paid me separate, because I was already dreaming. I was in La La Land, but they brought me back to reality. Anyways, guys, that's what happened to me. I don't know if you guys have had similar experiences. If you have, please put it down in the comment section and tell me how you felt about it, how you handled it. Like, what did you do? Did you feel as bad as I did? Because I felt horrible. I don't know how to explain. I hardly feel so bad, but when I feel bad, people around me will feel it. I felt it in my bones. But yeah, anyway, I'm here smiling, so I'm over it. Obviously, that's just to show you that in this life you will have setbacks, but at the same time you would also have to pick up yourself and move on. So guys, please head over to my comment section and tell me what you feel about this story. Tell me if you have experienced something like this and how you handled it. I am looking forward to reading your story. So guys, let's battle it out in the comment section. If you enjoyed watching this video, please hit the subscribe button, give this video a very big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.